Hey, this is Jae-Min with Useful Knowledge. Today I'm going to show you how to make sweet orange marmalade. So earlier today I was at the grocery store and the cashier says, hey, what are we canning today? And I said, I'm making sweet orange marmalade. And she said, oh, that just takes too long. But it really doesn't. If you follow my recipe and how I do it, it's going to take you about an hour from start to finish. So what do we need? We need 8 oranges, we need 2 boxes of Sure Gel, we need 2 cups of water, and you're going to need 6 cups of sugar. Now I use organic sugar, but your regular white sugar will work just fine. Okay, what special items are we going to need? You're going to need an orange zester, you're going to need an orange juicer. A handheld juicer is fine. I've got a press juicer, but if you've got one of those hand press juicers, that'll work just fine. One like this is fine. And you're going to need a strainer, and that's just to strain out some of the pulp from the orange. We don't want a lot of pulp in the orange for your marmalade. So stay tuned. We're going to take you exactly through the process on how to make it, and like I said, it's going to take about an hour, and you're going to have some of the best sweet orange marmalade you've ever tasted, and it's not going to have high fructose corn syrup in it. Okay, to get started, put 8 8-ounce jelly jars in your oven and turn them on to 250 degrees. Okay, first thing you're going to do, you're going to zest out 8 medium-sized oranges and using the zester. And the reason I do that is because this is going to save you a lot of time over actually peeling and actually slicing up the peel for the marmalade. So I work all day and I like to do something that's fast, and I found out this is the fastest and easiest way to do it. So what we're going to do, we're just going to zest out these oranges. It's going to be really quick. Probably zest them out in about 5 minutes. And if you run across something like that, just don't use it right there. Just zest around it. We're actually going to take these and we're going to juice them. So save the orange. Okay, we're almost done zesting out our oranges. It's been about 5 minutes. It doesn't take you long. And after this, we're going to take these oranges and we're going to juice them. So as you can see, this is a lot faster than peeling and cutting. And you're going to get all that orange peel flavor in there, just like if you were to cut them and boil them down for hours. Okay, and we're done zesting, and it smells incredible in here. And yes, there is orange peel everywhere, but it smells incredible. So we're going to take these and we're going to juice them, and then we're going to mix the juice in with the orange zest, and we're going to add some water up to 4 cups. We need 4 cups of juice, orange peel, and water. However much water it needs to get us up to 4 cups. Okay, now for juicing. Okay, in order to juice these oranges, we're just going to cut them in half and juice them. And yes, we're using the same oranges that we took the zest off of. And this will just be discarded here. Okay, we are on our last orange. So someone local here just asked me if they could use one of those hand juicers, and that's an absolutely yes. If you don't have one of these juicers, no problem, just use a hand juicer. It doesn't really take all that long. And this is our last orange. Okay, we're done juicing. We're gonna strain this juice just to get any clumps out of it or whatever. Then we're gonna add in our orange peel. And that gave us about 2 cups of orange peel and orange juice. So we're going to add enough water to get up to 4 cups. Okay, so our first tip was to zest out the orange. That's going to save you a lot of time over peeling the orange and cutting up the orange peel. Okay, we're going to heat up our orange juice, our orange peel, and our water. Remember, we've got 4 cups of this. And what I like to do is stir everything up really good before I pour it in there so that all that orange peel will come out. There we go, all the orange peel except one straggler got out, so we got him. Okay, we're going to heat this up. We're going to let it simmer for 10 minutes. And then we're going to add in our Sure Gel or whatever pectin you want to add in, and then our sugar. And this is not your normal Sure Gel recipe. So make sure you stay tuned to see my tip coming up in just a minute. Okay, our orange peel, orange juice, and water mixture for our marmalade is simmering. So we're going to turn this down. because I've had it on high, so we're going to simmer it for about 10 minutes. Okay, as you can see, we are simmering. I have actually cut this down to a medium low because I don't want it to simmer too hot. So we have about 5 more minutes to go on our simmering. Okay, this has been simmering for about 10 minutes. Just a word to the wise. I had to adjust mine up and down to keep it at a decently slow simmer. But it's been going for 10 minutes and we are ready to start truly making our marmalade. So, for the canning process, our jars are already in the oven at 250 degrees. And we want to put 8 lids in our small little pot of water and just turn that down on the low. So what we want to do now, this has been simmering for 10 minutes. We're going to go ahead and turn it on to high, and then we're going to add in 2 boxes of Sure Gel. Our Sure Gel is going in, and that's going to knock your boiling down. So we want to bring this back up to a boil, and then we're going to let it boil for 1 minute, and that's in a full rolling boil. A full rolling boil is a boil that won't go away when you're stirring it. So I'm going to let that get back up. Okay, we're going to call that a full rolling boil. So stir constantly for 1 minute. Okay, so I've been stirring constantly for 1 minute. So I want you to know what we just did. We added 2 boxes of pectin, and that was Sure Gel, to our orange peel, our orange juice, and our water mixture. So that's something out of the norm, but that was 2 boxes, and that's the second tip. So now we're going to add in 6 cups of sugar. Now this is organic sugar. You can use white sugar, that'll work just fine as well. Okay, so we're going to mix this up, and we're going to bring this to a full rolling boil. So as you're bringing this up to a boil, I want you to stir it constantly. So we're actually going to get this up to the boiling point, but I'm not, for this recipe, going to let it boil for a solid minute. We're just going to get it up to the boiling point, we're going to turn it off. As you can see, we're at the boiling point, and it's boiling as I'm stirring. So we're at a full rolling boil. I'm going to turn this off right now, and we're going to can it. Okay, we got our jars out of the oven. They're at 250 degrees, and this is ready to can. Now you can take some of that skim off if you'd like. Most of it will go away here in a minute anyway. I'm going to get just a little bit excess right there out. This is looking really good and got really thick. Okay, we're going to take our canning funnel. We're going to start filling these up. We're going to mix this up so everything is mixed up. Got all that orange peel in there, and we want it to be equally distributed. Okay, and just fill it right up to the bottom of your canning funnel. We're going to move that out of the way, and we're just going to fill these up. Okay, that's it. This made 7 full 8-ounce mason jars with half left over for samples. Okay, what you want to do now is you want to wipe off the top of each jar, the rim of each jar, with a damp paper towel. And that's just going to ensure you get a good seal. Okay, at this point we want to put on our lids. So we're going to pull them out of our water and dry them off and start placing them. And remember, our water for our lids is just at a, not even a simmer, it's just heated up probably to about 180 degrees. And this is a good little tool for getting your lids out so you don't have to stick your finger in that hot water. It's a little magnetic tool. I think it's made by Ball, and you can get them most of your canning supply areas in your stores, but it will save your fingers. Okay, at this point you want to put on your bands. So all we're going to do now is tighten them up. We're going to turn these over for 5 minutes. People ask me about what the turning over does all the time, and there's an old Southern Living canning book, I think from the early 70s, that says in this open kettle type of canning, you turn these over and it's going to kill any bacteria or mold that may have gotten on that lid during the canning process. Okay, so this has been 5 minutes, and we're going to turn these over, and we are done. Now, one thing you will notice, you really start looking at it, you're going to see your orange peel is all through this marmalade, as it should be. So from start to finish, this took us about an hour, and that's a lot less time than most orange marmalade recipes are gonna advertise. So we hope you gained some useful knowledge on a really easy way to make orange marmalade at home with all natural ingredients. We appreciate you watching and look for some more in the future. Okay, it's the next morning. Let's check our marmalade out. It looks great. We have orange peel all through this, and it actually set up perfect. We have orange peel from top to bottom. I don't know if you can see that. I'll take some pictures and post it at the end of this video. Alright, man, this is set up just perfect. There you go, orange marmalade. So we gotta get some toast on and some bacon, and we're gonna have orange marmalade and toast for breakfast.